tell me what your wishes are for your birthday. What would you like to see happen?
For
your life. What do you want?
I do what you do.
What do I do?
You dance and sing.
That's what you want to do? Really? We're on the couch? I like this house. I was thinking this feels more open. You can go outside without paparazzi shooting you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still have to have security everywhere you go all the time?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, yes. Makes it hard to get yourself in trouble, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the last time we spoke, you were just getting ready to go into private school, I think, and you were being homeschooled before. And so what's being in private school like for you versus being homeschooled?
It's more normal. It's more fun. Yeah, the social life has gotten better. I mean, there's drama, but I try to stay away from that.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of drama happens in the 8th grade now.
Girls.
Girls. Girls.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried to bully you?
People have tried, but it doesn't always work.
People have tried to bully you?
Yeah.
Really? Really? How so?
Well, at school, and some people try to cyberbully me. They try to get to me with words, but that doesn't really work.
That doesn't really work for you?
No.
Yeah. I would think, well, this is a surprise to me, because I would think everybody wanted to be your friend. I would think everybody would want to try to, you know.
A lot of people don't like me.
Okay, so why do a lot of people not like you? I can't imagine.
I don't know.
Well, tell me what you think it is. I know you're smart. I can tell. I can tell.
I don't know what it is.
You think they're jealous?
Maybe, I don't know.
Do you sense people trying to use you?
If I feel someone's being fake to me, I will just like push away. Because there are kids at my school that talk so bad behind my back, and they don't think that I can hear them. A lot of times I can hear them. A lot of times my friends tell me what they say, and I'm like, okay, cool.
So, are you allowed to date yet?
No.
Not allowed to date. Yeah. Are you allowed to date in groups?
Yes.
Like, could you actually go to a mall with your friends?
Yeah.
You could, but security would have to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do your other friends feel about that?
I think it's kind of creepy, but some of them don't really care.
Do you remember when you were little, younger, and when you would go out in public, like your face would be covered and you would be like secluded from the public? What did you think about that then? Or did you just think that
I was really confused. Like, I didn't get why I was wearing a mask. But I understand it now, why my dad would want our face to be covered. Like, when we went out without him, we wouldn't be recognized and we could have a normal childhood.
So you would only do that when you were with your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, when you weren't with your dad, you could go out and people wouldn't know who you were. Smart, smart. And so, did you feel that he wanted you to have a, quote, normal life?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Do you feel that he thought that that was possible with him being who he was?
He had his doubts, because I remember he told us that when he was younger, he didn't really have a childhood. Like, he would always be stuck in the studio singing, and while other kids were out playing. And he wanted us to have that. So a lot of times we'd go to Chuck E. Cheese and everything, and that was Chuck E. Cheese and Toys R Us were our favorite places to go.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering how your father would feel about your and your brothers now being in the public eye, being photographed, being out.
Prince, Paris, and Blanket Jackson.
Paris says she knows her family is hesitant to see her in the spotlight, but she's dreamed of acting since she was a little girl. Just this year, she landed the starring role in her first feature film, London's Bridge and the Three Keys, based on a young adult fantasy novel.
Acting has always been my passion, and
Really?
I just love it, and I think that it's amazing.
Why can't you just believe?
Why do you love it?
I don't know, like you can be like a totally different person on camera, and it's fun. Like you can take on another character. And I think that that's just so awesome.
You know, when we were talking last year, or almost a year and a half ago, one of the things that you said that really surprised me, and I think a lot of other people, you were talking about your dad making breakfast for you.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such an interesting memory, because the world doesn't really perceive your father as, you know, a father who's making breakfast. Yeah. Can you tell us about your life with him and all the normal things that happen?
Like now, I see other kids and their parents, I compare them to my dad. Our dad was a really normal father, like when he was with us.
Really?
Yeah, we would get grounded if we did something bad.
He would ground you?
Yeah, he would ground us. But he didn't call it grounding, he would just say you're on punishment.
You're on punishment?
Yeah, and sometimes we'd be on punishment a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
And
mostly me and Blanket, because me and Blanket would always fight.
Are you and your brothers close?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you gotten closer since your father's death?
Well, I mean, Prince has started to drift off. I mean, he's a teenager. He's like a teenage boy. They're gonna do that. They're gonna try and separate themselves from the rest. But me and Blanket have found a lot of things more in common. More things in common than I thought we did. So me and him have gotten a lot closer.
How's your day-to-day?
So about what age do you recall that you realized that your dad wasn't like other dads? Meaning he was Michael Jackson and he was famous.
Around 9 or 10, I realized, like, wow, he's really big.
Because what would it be like to see Michael Jackson perform for the first time and realize that's your dad?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. And then I was like, that's my daddy, that's my daddy. And no one believed me.
Oh, are you able to listen to his music?
Yeah.
Is it comforting to you?
Yeah.
If you're out someplace and suddenly you hear a song or a song comes out of nowhere and you weren't prepared for it, does that?
I just start to dance.
You do?
Yeah.
You start to dance. But it doesn't throw you into a sad place?
No, unless it's a really sad song, like You Are Not Alone makes me cry.
How do you feel you are doing without him? How do you feel inside yourself that you're doing?
I think I'm doing all right. I mean, me and my brothers, we miss him with all our hearts, but.
Do the memories come fast and furious still, or some of it's fading and it gets a little easier to move on?
It never gets easier.
It doesn't?
No, a lot of times I'm like in school and I just like remember something and I smile because like someone does something that reminds me of a memory, and I have quite a few memories, and I can't selectively pick them. They just come on their own.
After our chat on the couch, Paris introduced me to someone she says knows all her secrets.
This is my best friend, Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. I'm Oprah. Nice to meet you. She showed me her room where the girls hang out after school, doing homework and all that teenage girl stuff. Right. So how are you feeling about her and her
Miss
new...
Model over here.
How are you feeling about her and her movie career?
I am so proud of her. I'm really, really proud of her.
It was heartwarming to see the touches of memorabilia Paris keeps of her legendary father. Then, it was lunchtime. Thank you again, Mrs. Jackson and Paris, for a really good day. We all can't wait to see you shine on the big screen. Coming up, it's an interview I never thought